here, people. Just setting it up. I thought there might need to be some sound with this. Just changing it around and going like that. 3, 4, yeah. Done. Oh, it's taking a little bit, isn't it, just to do the manoeuvring. And that's all good. So, what we've got this morning is our cards ready and waiting to have the Daily LENORMAND card spread reading. Good morning to you, Kat. Lovely to see you here already so early. It's great. Thank you. Well, it's not so early, is it? You do pop in at good timing. And Judy over on the Be Live platform. So good morning. I'm going to get straight into the cards pretty much. Just got to change around that. We'll swap it around. Oh, I'm in the wrong platform. Got to be in the right platform for doing this. There we go. So we're actually in the eCam and looking at the cards. As you can see, it's the Gilded Reverie. There we've got them there. Gilded Reverie Lenormand, the expanded edition, and you can see at the top it says Ciro Marchetti is the artist. Beautiful deck of cards. Now, I will just leave that blank for a minute, just double checking who may have already come in on the Be Live side. So we've got Latika, good morning to you, and we've got Kathy, good morning Kathy. We have Sarah this morning as well. Now I might not get to see and put everyone's comments up as I'm going through the reading, okay? Because I'd love to keep the flow of the reading. I have a place to be at straight after doing the reading this morning. I need to complete my getting ready and go because I'm starting a volunteer job today, or volunteer work at a local place. So, and this is actually quite appropriate. What we've got in the centre is the outcome being the older woman. Good morning, Karen. How are you? Hopefully you've got your device already, your Healy. You're expecting it, so I'll check in with you later this arvo about that. Now, what we've got here, we've got, well, as I said, there is the older woman as the outcome, and it feels that as I put that one down and placed it down, I thought, wow, it really is centering around what I need to be doing today and who I am and that core essence of that older woman and the experiences of the day coming together to be more of that. And good morning, Sarah. So, we've got our workspace having the bridges. We've got the mountains in the home space. In the unexpected up here, we've got the home, the house. And fish in our role or your role. And in the outcome, it is, as I've already said, the older woman. So it's a very interesting... Oh, yay, 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 yippee. Karen knows what I'm talking about. The patience required at the moment for the Healy in delivery, and you've got it, and fantastic. We'll enjoy training you. So here we go. What we've got is the bridges. Workspace, 2 bridges. Those decisions that we had in pathways and even the mice and all those other things from the previous days, here we are. It's another cross the bridge. It's taking those steps, moving that energy across and actually getting those things done. So it is putting it into action now. Whether you're going to do it immediately, that closer bridge, or whether you're going to look at it a bit later and, you know, leave it till a bit later, but you can tell that that's a little more difficult path to get to and takes a little bit more time, or it's going to if you leave it for too much longer. That's what it'll be. And it is that higher up, and it is that it looks a little more scary. So for me, in what I'm looking at the card right now, I think probably better to do sooner than later. So do decide, make that decision, cross that bridge, take that step. This one really does remind me of that Indiana Jones movie where he steps out in faith, although you can see both those bridges. At the time that he took that step, he didn't. Do take that step, move out, move across. and make that decision concrete and actioned. Here we're moving now into our home space. We've got the time to take the breath. We can move around in a little bit more freedom in direction and things like that, because it's not as if, and these bridges could be within these mountains too, as you can see the different aspects. There's the chasm. You never know what chasm's in here. But we can take our time in moving around this, the scenarios that are probably in here. Mountains is about challenge, and actually having those little challenges as we continue onward in whatever path we're taking. See the reindeer, or that one there, the moose or a reindeer that's there, they have a sure foot. They know how to travel through this countryside. Mountains is their home space. So we need to take our confidence forward into this around our home too, and treat it like it's our home space. And those little challenges, instead of making them the tallest mountain, bring them down to being that molehill, and we just need to take a step around it. You treat it like just a little pile of dirt in the middle of the road type of thing. We step around it or we clean it up. It's going to be that easy, but it does depend on your own perspective and how you're moving through those decisions in your day to shift that difficulty. Okay, so that is pretty much what that mountain card is about in our home space. Okay, we've got our house or home in that unexpected. I'm feeling that it's more about being ready for the hospitality side of your home, welcoming in and having people feeling welcome in your home space, so that, you know, when you do get that knock at the door from friends, that you're ready to just drop what you're doing and able to have that cup of coffee or tea ready. Probably the biscuit or two, you know, that sort of hospitality, that feeling of welcoming. Being able to sit and have that chat if there's a need from those around and about you, your loved ones, that you're needing to actually unload, or someone else is needing to cry on your shoulder, or just share time and joyful events even, because I was lucky enough to be able to go to my grandchildren's yesterday because the youngest granddaughter was having her second birthday. It was her birthday yesterday. I was able to take photos and that to share, to send to the other Oma who isn't in Australia, and how long until she can come visit, we don't know. You know, it's all of that. Open those doors, be welcoming, have that aspect of you're ready. You know, you can just drop what you're doing, and you can share that time and space with others that you love, okay? That's what we're seeing this morning. I'm just going to say hi to Tracy as well, because you're over there in the Ecam page, the one I've got there. That's probably my own page. I don't know. So we're moving from that hospitality and welcoming aspect of our home space today into the fish that are present in our role, and that is abundance. And I'm going to tie that in with that unexpected card, because it is about having everything, you know, everything ready and there abundantly to be able to share with others in your home space, even in your workspace. It's the ideas that can be shared around in that brainstorming stuff, but it's more about you know, allowing things to flow in an abundant way. Don't not having that thought of restriction all the time, but having that flow being expansive, and so that you can actually do that enough for sharing. You're going to always have enough plus more. That's what I'm feeling about the fish card today being there. So, excuse me. Bring that thought into mind. It's like that free movement that fish have in the oceans, because there's nothing, it's, you know, that's the opposite of the air, really. So if you're a bird or a fish, in this case we've got the fish, so it has that more. And I suppose because it's in water, and water symbolism in the esoteric seems to be more around the emotional and that side too, that we're going to be able to move freely in and around our own emotions and how we're feeling through our day as well, and feeling that richness and abundance in our life is what I'm feeling. Gorgeous colour. I love that aqua turquoisey blue. It's superb colour, and it does give that freshness and, you know, blossoming out. Almost matching the top. Just realised that. So, and good morning to Jenny. How are you? Whoops, I'm going to put that one up. And those who are in the other page are not going to see this because it's on the Be Live one. Doesn't cross back. And Sharon, how are you? Great to see you here too. So do bring that into your life, that today it's your role to actually bring in the abundance, to feel the abundance, to share the abundance, to actually, and the ideas that go with it, and all the thoughts, you know, emotions and the rest. You don't have to go into deep meaningfuls all day or anything. It's not about that, but it's having that matched with that, you know, the home, the hospitality, the house type feeling. It's got that really nice warmth about it, in my view. And of course, as far as that outcome goes, it is going to be that the experience and the past life experience of the what gathers together to be the completeness of the who you are in this moment. And for me, because I'm in that third trimester-ish type end of life, and there are times I do feel like an older woman, which I suppose I am, but you know, I'm not. Don't feel. Yeah, it's all of that rolled into one. It's the whole of my life experience being in the whole of who I am now, is what I'm trying to say. And Latika, yeah, Sarah's mentioning that the morning reading it's a daily one. Individual readings, they happen on a Friday night with Leanne and I, or a Wednesday night with Leanne. So that's what that is there. So, thank you, Latika, there. I didn't notice. Yeah, you've got that comment up the top that, am I doing cards today? Thank you for answering that, Sarah. That's wonderful. I had missed that one. There, the cards today. Yeah, this is the daily card reading spread. It is general. So it's about the day that you possibly have ahead. And with anything that you're actually moving into, take your eye to whichever card actually is the prominent one for you. You know, as you first look at it, you sort of close your eyes and take a few breaths, open them, and see which card you're drawn to. Feel into what messages you're getting from your own intuition with these, and what it's saying to you in context of your life, your day. And that's how I read them. I'm looking at each one and feeling into what the energy is, what it's saying to me. I do know the basics of what these cards mean as far as their labels, because like any card system, they do have a label. Just like this is bridges. There we have an older woman. There we have the mountains, the house, and the fish. That's just the labels. But then you feel into what that means in the context of where they're placed in a spread. So go back and watch the start again, as in do the full replay with the feeling into it for yourself. For anyone, you can do that at any time, of course, because the recordings are always here. I don't take them down. They'll be available for replay as often as you like. Okay, so that is our cards for the day today. The moving across and having things in our workspace, shifting into that doing, so that we've done all the planning and the deciding and what we want to do. Now it's time to actually get it moving. Some of that's going to maybe cause a few little blocks or challenges in our home life, because for those of us that work from home, that could be what it's meaning. There's just going to be a few challenges, but those challenges are the muscles and strengthening and growing part of what life is, even in the home space. So you'll have that pop up. Be ready to welcome people into your home as being hospitable, ready for that coffee and chat. And you'll feel that abundance and richness of what life is. This is your role today. It's receiving and giving out more in that abundance. and of course being the best who you can be, because that's where I'm sitting in that middle, the older woman. Gather that wisdom that is you, in all that you are in, and having had experienced in your life. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. It's that wisdom that this is representing, that maturity, that sageness, and all that we can reflect on to bring it forward to who we are now, and using that experience as part of our purpose today in moving through our day. You know, it's just sometimes reflecting and thinking, now I think I better know it, because I've done this that way before previously and it's not working, and now I need to change it round. Or it's all that sort of stuff that is our experiences, our life experiences. So do step out in confidence in your day, mate, that move those decisions into action, and continue growing and strengthening who you are. What are we here for? It's just to be us. So be you. I'm going to be me, and all that involves. So thank you for being here for the daily live stream. I love it. And Veronica, hi. How are you? Just on the end, and I'm about to finish because I've got some stuff I'm doing today that's going to be exciting and lovely. Well, it's a learning experience, my first time in volunteering in that particular space at, I think it's called Enterprise, now I can't remember the name, Encounter Enterprises or whatever it is, round at Victor Harbour anyway. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. See you tomorrow about 8 o'clock. Thank you. And to you too, Sarah. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.